Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 12 of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to do Jagged Peak, which is this southeast section over here. So basically this whole mountain right here. In the previous section, we did Charo's Hidden Grave, which was this red section, and we ended in the Lamenter's Jail. So we are going to teleport right back to Dragon's Pit Terminus and sort of restart this area. Now, also in the previous section of the walkthrough, we spoke to the Dragon Communion Priestess, who is located right here at the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. We spoke to her and we gave her Tialier's concoction to let her sleep, and then doing so changed her rewards. Her rewards are available after we defeat the final boss of this part of the walkthrough, which is Bayle the Dread. Bayle the Dread is an extremely difficult boss. Took me about 4 hours to kill my first time through this game, and I really hope it doesn't take that long. These guides are unedited. I'm sure you can tell by the timestamp how long this took me. I have no idea how long this will take me, so we'll see what happens. So I'll show you my stats before we get going. Currently level 196 with a level 11 Scadutree Blessing. I currently have 23 Scadutree Fragments collected so far of 50. Level 6 Revered Spirit Ash Blessing, and that took... just double check here. Have it in my notes. That took 10 Spirit Ash, Revered Spirit Ash. So about halfway on each level. 60 Vigor, 26 Mind, 45 Endurance, 23 Strength, 55 Dex, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, 49 Arcane. It's primarily a Dex bleed build using Rivers of Blood. Okie dokie. So we're starting here at Dragon's Pit Terminus, and now we're going to head up Jagged Peak, sorry. I'm going to just double check my Ash of War affinity here on my Sacred Uchigatana. I have Blood, Frost. Okay, there's no, like, anti-dragon ones. Sacred, Poison, Blood, Frost. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I was really just curious. Okay, cool, let's get going. Alright. So there's a boss between us and Bayle the Dread, and that is an Ancient Dragon. The Ancient Dragon fight is quite annoying, just being totally honest. There's also a double Jagged Drake fight, although that's a bit of a Discovery Channel fight, so we can just let them kill each other. Alright, let's come down here. And then instead of going to the right, which led us to Charo's Hidden Grave, instead we're going to go to the left. We're going to begin ascending Jagged Peak. This is a really, really cool zone. I can't lie. It's one of my favorite in the game. I just love the vibe. It's so tough. There is an item over here, though. Getting a little nervous. So we got this Spirit Spring. Whoa. Why did that just start going off on its own? Alright. So take out your Sacred Blade. You don't have to, but it just makes this a lot easier. Kill that guy. We kill the guy with the shield first, just easier. Just in case he decides to start blocking. Oh, that didn't work out. Okay. And then there's one more guy. No? Was that it? Okay, thought there was one more. Alright, go ahead and grab this, which is the Greater Potentate's Cookbook number 6, which teaches us how to craft hefty lightning pots. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take the Spirit Spring up. It's a big one. Alright. Cross this rope bridge, get to the next site of grace. I am literally getting nervous about this. Which is ridiculous, but it happens. Really quick, I'm just going to backtrack because I really thought that there was another path that I was taking. So forgive me for the tiny backtrack, but I just need to double check here. I love how the trees are bending. Like, that's so sick. You would not think that they would program, like, full-blown tree physics like that, but those trees are bending. Like I said, tough. It's a tough, tough zone. It goes so unbelievably hard. Also, weirdly enough, right above the finger ruins. Whatever that could possibly mean for the lore. Alright, so this is the way we went. Oh, no, okay, there's not another path. That's fine. We'll just warp back. Not a big deal. Yeah, I saw this, and I was like, wait a minute. All good. Is there an item over here, though? No, just some communion. Caller Bloom. Okay, cool. Let's warp back up. No big deal. Alrighty, foot of the Jagged Peak. Let's continue our ascent. Now, if you recall, way back when, we met a gentleman named Igon. Igon is right in front of these dragons. So what I recommend doing is just letting them kill each other. I don't really recommend fighting them yourself. They are kill once enemies. So, by letting them just kill each other, you kind of like make this easier on yourself. But it does take a little while. So just strap in. If you'd like, you could just sort of like explore the area a bit. Don't get involved in their fight yet, though. Unfortunately, even though they deal a ton of damage to you, they don't deal a ton of damage to each other. It's kind of frustrating how that works. Very similar to the Ghost Flame Dragon boss fight from Shadow Altus. Near Fort of Reprimand, kind of the same thing. Like, you're just kind of waiting for them to do their thing. Oh my god. I might just go get involved because this is getting kind of stupid. Ooh, that was a nice proc. Again, just let them do their thing. Wait, are you coming after me now? Really? Oh, this guy's cooking you. Turn around. Come on. You don't want to fight me. Yeah, go fight each other. Alright. I'm going to try to deal the last blow here. I don't believe it gives you anything special if you do. No. Okay, cool. Time to kill this dragon. It's literally the same exact fight as the one at the base. Nothing special. Just pay close attention to your stamina. Out for the lightning. Luckily, you're not fighting this one on water, so it doesn't ripple. But the next boss fight that you're going to have to do in a couple minutes does ripple, and that one sucks. I'm going to come over here, try to get another bleed proc real quick. Go. Really? Oh, wow. Kind of not doing this the way I usually do it, but I'm just trying to make this go a little bit faster. Cool, got him. Okay. Gonna bump the volume here.
What a sight. A warrior true, if ever one there was. A fellow Drake warrior. Igon. Piteous Igon. Do you not remember? Conjure your past, how once you were, when fear was yet foreign to ye. Drake warrior, dear friend, grant me this one wish. Take this finger, my finger, scale the jagged peak, face Bayle the Dread, and when you do, summon me. Summon my soul. My limbs are limbs no more. My heart is twice over filled with fear. But a Drake warrior I remain, and my soul yet lies on the mountain. Proud Drake warrior, I beg of you, scale the summon.
Okie doke. So that is Igon. If you recall, we met him out here near the Pillar of Suppression, like right over here, the Pillar Path Waypoint. He was right here. He was cowering in fear. We got invaded by the Ancient Dragon Man, and now he's moved here. So, he allows us to summon him for Bayle the Dread. If we read his finger, it says, Furled finger of Igon, the broken Drake warrior, gnarled and knotty and deeply discolored on the inside. When facing Bayle the Dread, this summons Drake warrior Igon from his sign. My soul yet lies on the mountain. And we enter Jagged Peak. Igon is able to be summoned from within the fight with Bayle the Dread. Which means Bayle's max HP does not go up, which is really nice. I've never killed Bayle with him. Haven't used him. I mean, I've summoned him once just to see what happened. You do get some dialogue for doing so, which is cool. But we'll see how it goes. I'll summon him, see how it goes. But I typically find fights easier to control without summons, unless it's somebody that I can just like quickly overpower. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so in here we have boulders coming out of this little chasm, cave thing. They are infinitely spawning, so you got to be careful. Okay. Maybe they're not infinitely spawning. I just saw these two roll off. Anyway, there is a Scadutree blessing here. This is number 24. Almost halfway. Is there an item up here? No, there's just like a path down. Okay, interesting. All right, so just through here is going to be an Ancient Dragon boss fight. This Ancient Dragon boss fight is quite annoying because it has tons of lightning attacks and lightning ripples on the water, and of course you're fighting it in water. Now, if you'd like, you can try to kite it up that hill where there is no water, but that's just going to make it even more frustrating because you're really not going to be able to control the fight up there. So, I am just going to summon Teak, kind of get this over with. And look at that. This fight it's just straight up frustrating. If you have poison can be really helpful. It doesn't do a ton, but it just helps. Like it's just helpful. Any extra damage can help in this fight. Nice, just got a bleed proc there. Gonna let my stamina restore. No. No. Yeah, Teak is basically dead. Not a ton of help she is. That's Torrent right there. Jesus. Oh my god. Friggin' damage. It's absurd. Alright, I'm gonna try to kite him up the hill so I don't have to deal with that as much. See what happens. Alright, feels better. Whoops, wrong flask. Yep, I knew it. You can't even fight him up there if you wanted to. Alright, you just gotta let this... You just gotta do this. Now you might be saying, why fight him on Torrent? Well, it's because we have a better chance of getting away from him when he's doing these lightning attacks on Torrent than on foot. That's the reason. God. Okay, breath is good. Breath is really good for us. Gonna hop off, do a River of Blood. Nope, it doesn't matter. Ow. Buddy. I might be dead. I hate this boss. I should have turned around and blocked. Should have turned around and blocked. Or at least tried to roll. I was trying to drink. Let's try it again. I'm gonna try to go in with the Rivers of Blood on Wake Up. Oh my god, come on. Couldn't even get that. Perfect. Dead. Oh boy. These guides are not edited. You're seeing how this really goes right now. Oh no, definitely need those. Oh my god, why did I just focus on getting that back? I might be dead again. Jesus, what a waste of time. Oh, Jesus. There goes Teak. Yeah, this fight is just so annoying. It's like... Oh, God, I hate it so much. I really do. Like, it's so rare for me to, like, really just absolutely hate a boss fight, but this is one of them. I don't know, 3 flasks is risky. I don't know if this is doable. Huh! Wow! Just got completely one-shot. Cool. That's so much fun. Yeah, I feel like this is a boss where magic users are just going to have a much easier time. But it is what it is. And what's, like, the part of this that frustrates me is that, one, it's just so much damage, but also it just all ripples and you're fighting this thing on a pond. Like, the game is immediately putting you at a disadvantage. Which, I don't know. Usually everything feels, like, very fair in Souls games, but this just doesn't to me. Got some good damage there. You know, the bleed proc here in a sec. Yep, here we go. I'm dead. Oh my god, dude. Alright, for the wing buffets, there's 4 of them, and you can go back in. You can roll through those if you find yourself, like, right behind the boss when it's happening. Actually, not even right behind the boss, just within it. You can time it. The nice thing is that it doesn't actually deal any damage. It's just there to, like, drain your stamina and push you. Wow, that was kind of lucky. So was that. Wow. That was also pretty lucky. Sweet Jesus, dude. Oh, why did I swing? Wing buffets, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Gonna be careful here. Gonna be careful. Well, I tried. I don't like fighting against a wall. Thank God that's over. That really didn't take too many attempts at all. Okay. Whew. That's that fight. And you get both types of ancient dragonsmithing stones, which is cool. Yeah, it's funny. They give you this little arena to fight it in, but it's not helpful at all just because it's so big. There's so much electricity going all over the place. I just don't like this fight. It's easily, in the entire DLC, it's my least favorite. I don't see the merit in that fight. Anyway, once you're done, you can go up the hill now. And then, for the most part, there's no combat from here until the boss. There's some slime, but that's about it. You can tell by the strewn dragon carcasses that you're coming up to a bad mofo. Alright, so this place may seem like nothing. It may just seem like a path to a boss, but there's actually a couple things here that we want to get. Level up. 2 levels off that boss. Nice. I'm also going to change my physic. We're not going to worry about stance breaking. So we're going to do healing and damage reduction. Okay. Come back here. Like I said, there's going to be some slimes, but more importantly, there's a cookbook back here. This is Igon's level 2 cookbook. Let me get away from the slimes so I could read that without getting kicked off this cliff. Teaches us how to craft dragon communion flesh, which is what the dragon priestess gave us. Alright. So like I said, this may seem like a path to a boss, and for the most part it is, but there are some items we want to get. So just keep making your way up the hill, avoiding the lightning as best you can. But from here, we're going to begin looking for alternative ways up. So we're skipping the Spirit Spring here. And we're going to come into this little crevasse. There's a dragon smithing stone over here somewhere. There's also a painting solution here. However, we don't have the painting for it, so I'm not going to talk about that. I was going to say the lightning stopped. Okay. No, that's a death plane. That's just decorative. Looking for a crevasse with a lot of slime in it. Oh boy. Let's take the Spirit Spring up. Time for dragon. Yeah, you said it. Getting nervous again. I don't know how this fight's gonna go. Oh, this is what I was looking for over here. Okay, drop down here. A lot of lightning, a lot of lightning. Oh wait, this is exactly where we were just a moment ago. Oh my god. What am I looking for over here? Sorry about that. I got excited. Again. Yeah, we're going to backtrack a little bit here. There it is. Somber Ancient Smithing Dragonstone. Oh my god. I couldn't even kill the hawk. That's sad. Jump back into the Spirit Spring. Jump up. I'm just going to check over here. Don't think there's anything over here, but... yeah, okay. All good. Alright, let's go up the main path here. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Over here. Okay. Another Spirit Spring. Here we are. Okay. This is Bayle the Dread. Bayle the Dread, pardon the language, is no fucking joke. This boss is insane. It's 2 phases. When the second phase begins, you will know. The first phase is primarily typical dragon attacks, but with a serious amount of added ferocity. The boss, although gigantic and hefty, moves so quickly. Do not mistake its size for speed. It is very, very fast. So during the first phase, there's a few abilities that you have to look out for. Number 1 is it has a lot of breath attacks. So very similar to Florissax, funny enough, considering that they were like rivals or nemesis or something. You want to focus on the tail. The tail is a very reliable place to deal damage. However, with the breath attacks, you need to sort of stay away from it and then only go in for a couple of hits. Now, that said, sometimes you can get very lucky and just be able to focus on the tail for like 10 hits because the boss is just doing like chomp attacks or forward breath attacks and you kind of get left alone. However, for the most part, you can only get a couple of hits in. There's no tail cut. Tail cuts have not been a thing since Dark Souls 2, which is always very sad. Actually, were they even in Dark Souls 2? No, they weren't. What am I saying? No, they were. Wasn't Sin's tail able to be cut off? Anyway, this boss fight is up there with Calamite. So in phase 2, the boss will, like, the music kind of stops, and then the boss begins to charge up with electricity and fire. It will then sprout new wings and then begin flying around. When this happens, you need to pay very close attention to the fireballs that are spawning in its wake. Those fireballs will come toward you. You need to very carefully roll out of the way of them. What I recommend doing is do not lock onto the boss unless you need to recenter yourself, but you should always lock on when the boss is flying. This way you can keep an eye on it. So by keeping yourself locked onto the boss when it's transitioning the phase and flying in a circle, you're able to keep an eye on those fireballs and dodge accordingly. The boss can repeat this move as the fight progresses. It can do this move again. It most certainly will. So whenever the boss goes up in the air, you have to lock on to keep an eye on everything. In phase 2, all of the boss's attacks become more ferocious, and a lot of them have like extra hits with lightning. There are also several earthquake abilities that you need to either run away from or just roll through. So whenever the boss sort of slams one of its appendages on the ground, just look very closely on the ground for some sort of indicator of like a geyser or like a white mark or something, and more lightning or fire is going to come out of there. It's a really hard fight. Again, this took me 4 hours to do my first time. I've only ever killed this boss once, so we'll see how this goes. You can also summon Igon for this fight. His summon sign is available from within the arena, very close to the boss fog, to the left when you walk in. Okay. Let's go ahead and rest. I'm legitimately nervous about this. I don't know how this is going to go. When I made the base game walkthrough, I'd already gone through this game, I think, 3 times. Okay. There's Bayle. Okay, so the summon sign for Igon is right here. Summon him if you like. That attack right there is a grab. You got to be very careful with that attack. He is missing a leg. Surprise, surprise. Him and Florissax are both missing appendages. Careful of the breath. You want to try to get away from this. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I was like, what is happening? Alright, so we're just attacking the tail right now. We got a nice bleed proc on him right there. Careful of the tail swipes. When he comes back around, he will sort of like zoom toward you, and then when he comes back around from that, he will do another tail swipe. This appendage right here, this like raw wing, so run away from this. This is the phase transition already. That raw wing is actually his weak point. Alright, so, oh, the fireballs are focusing on Igon, which is kind of helpful. All right, so with that move right there, I mistimed it. He hits the ground, and then you want to roll. So we are no longer locked on. Careful of the geysers. He has turned around. Yep, flame breath. It's all flame and lightning. Is Igon even still here? I have no idea if Igon's still here. So that appendage right there that's doing all that crazy lightning stuff, that's actually his weak point. Yeah, he sure is still here. Ow. Alright, so Igon uses a Greatbow, which is helpful because that means he gets to do a lot of damage from the distance. He doesn't have to be, like, inside of the boss. Oh, God! I was trying to run through his legs, but it wasn't happening. Alright, I kind of have no idea what's happening. I'm dead. I couldn't even tell what was happening. So, like I said, you want to try to stay near the tail. I really failed at exemplifying that. The reason you want to stay near the tail is because you can get stuck underneath the boss, and then all of his like lightning abilities will just keep stacking on your location, and you can't dodge it. So even if you get hit by the first one and stay on the ground using your invincibility frames for as long as possible, you're going to get hit again and again and again and again. I'm trying to summon my boy. So summoning Igon versus not summoning Igon has the same exact result. Nothing changes, but you do get some additional dialogue, which is always fun. So he straight up acknowledges that we are a Drake warrior, but he is not. He's just still Igon because he failed in his quest, you know? So. All right, so when the boss zooms away, he's going to do a tail swipe. So this is what I mean. You can kind of sometimes just get in on the tail. Oh, God. That's frustrating. So, as always, the face is the weak point if you can get any damage on it. That's a grab. Make sure you roll either to the right, or you can also sort of get away with rolling directly into him. This attack, all you got to do is just run in a straight line. But just be very careful where the boss is after that. Ooh, oh, that's a... Damn, okay, that was a critical right there. We sort of comboed him. All right, watch out for the geysers. Oh, my God. Fucking incredible. All right, so the fireballs are focusing on Igon once again. He's going to land, then roll. Yeah, well, you have to deal with him, but... Watch out for the geysers. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, we got to get out of here. Oh, damn. Trying to just get out here. Okay, very good. For this, roll, walk, roll. You want to roll, walk, then roll that second one. You don't want to just roll twice really quick. That is not the way that works. Oh God, I'm out of stamina. Get out! Oh shit. Oh my God, I don't even know where the fucking boss is. Oh, thank God for that shortcut of holding down on the D-pad and auto-cycling. Okay, we're almost done. All right, here he goes again. This is a big, big attack. You just block it. Is Igon dead? No idea. No idea where my boy is. Nope, he's still here. I hear him. He's pissed. Oh, wow. Second try. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I recommend, if you need help with this fight, I recommend watching my guide on it. It's quite long, and I go into quite a lot more detail. Luckily, Igon did a lot of work there, keeping him off of us. But we get the Heart of Bayle, Igon goes away, and then we get a new Site of Grace. Wow, I am surprised that it only took 2 attempts. I mean, don't get me wrong, Igon helped us out a great deal. But still, I was surprised at that. He really kept the focus off the boss. He really kept the focus of the boss off of us, which is awesome. Okay. Cool. So now that we have killed Bayle, what we should do is return to Igon. So let's go to the Jagged Peak Mountainside, and then we're literally just going to go back through the cave near the Ancient Dragon. This is just like slightly faster than what we did previously, than like going to the other Site of Grace. What I want to mention is if you have the Realm of the Dragons painting, follow this route, and you'll get to the painting solution. Is it up 1? No. It's not up here. It's over here. Let me show you this again. Okay. Site of Grace, if you're looking for the painting solution, follow this path over here. Is it not? Okay. I'm really sorry. I'm doing this at 5 in the morning when I really shouldn't. Literally 5 o'clock in the morning. Domain. Solution. It is up 1. Okay. It's up 1, and then we fall a level. Yeah. Okay. So we go up here, and then we can fall 1 level from here. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. So again, for the painting, if you have it, come over here, and then you want to fall along here, and then right where this player hint is, there will be an artist, and that's because as you look here and stand here, the fog goes away, and then you can actually see the Scadutree from here, and then the painter appears. Okay, very good. So that's the painting solution. We'll come back here when we have the painting, but I did just want to show it to you since we're here. All right, now let's go back to Igon, because his quest line is over. Okay. I had heard a rumor, not a rumor, but somebody had said that you could see Florissax missing heads here, or like in the boss room or something like that. I personally have not seen that, but if you have, let me know, and just be on the lookout for it. I don't think anything, I don't think Bayle's missing wing is visible on Florissax or anything, but yeah, just interesting. All right, so we can actually safely get down here just by following... Nope, not that. By following this route here. You have to deal with the boulders. Yeah, I guess it's just 2. I always thought it was infinitely spawning boulders there. Okay. Great. Okay, we're going to jump down some spirit springs. I actually don't even know if this is faster. I'm going to pretend it is. The red Fulgur Bloom can only be harvested in a few places, and this is one of them, so that's why I like to just grab it. I still love how much the trees just bend. Alright. So, unfortunately, Igon did not make it. But we knew that. We were just summoning his spirit. So we get Egon's Greatbow, his bell bearing, as well as his armor. Bell bearing teaches us how to, or allows us to purchase Egon's harpoon. Loincloth of the broken Drake warrior Igon, stripped from a corpse found in the aftermath of a battle. This scrap of cloth smells utterly foul. No more than a mishmash of tatters and remnants stripped from a corpse found in the aftermath of a battle. Armor of the broken Drake warrior Igon, formed from a set comprised of miscellaneous parts. Filthy belongings are attached to this tattered piece of protective wear. The poor scavenger of battlefields found honor through dragon communion. So he was just a scavenger, but he had heart. That's what counts. Weapon of Igon, the broken Drake warrior. A great bow fashioned from 2 dragon bones bound with coarse rope. Covered in gashes left by claws. Imbued with Egon's obsession, enhancing the power of Egon's harpoon. Skill, Egon's Drake Hunt. Skill of Igon, Drake Warrior. Ready the bow before unleashing a twisted shot with a great bellow that considerably enhances its power. Okay, so that's Egon's sort of end, which is sad, but we're not totally done. Now we want to go back to the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, and the Dragon Communion Priestess will have left. However, oh, she's still here. Does she have dialogue? Like I said in the last part, I did not see her my first time through the game. I missed this, so let's see what she has to say.
Finally, our wish is granted. Our dream, long yearned for, has come to pass. My lord was blessed with great insight. He saw in the insatiable hunger and fierce spirit of man the very things that would fell Bayle, our wretched nemesis. Warrior, you soar with the strength of dragons, whereas I am fallen. Leave me be. Is that the truth? Never in all my years. Oh, could you inflict such cruelty? No, that is not for me to judge. Whatever your hand in it, it was I who succumbed to the sweetness of slumber. The fault lies with me. I may be fallen, but I need not surrender my honor. On second thought, I believe you do owe me something for the transgression. On a mere whim, you stripped me of my one and only lord. As such, I require another. You. One day, may you become a dragon whole, a lord of your own making. Lead me, and I will follow, my good lord.
Well, that's pretty cool. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of ancient dragon Florissax. Florissax assumed this spirit form to offer her service to a new lord. Uses her own Dragonbolt to increase all damage negation, including physical, for herself and nearby allies. Strikes foes with the Flowerstone Gavel's Dragonbolt to reduce enemy lightning damage negation. Long ago, Florissax assumed human form to share dragon communion with the world. Now, she has acquired a human heart. Special incantation of the ancient dragon Florissax calls down red lightning to bolster the caster and nearby allies. While enrobed with red lightning, all forms of damage negation, including physical, are increased. This also increases damage negation while guarding as an additional effect. There was a time when the priestess never knew love, and thus never used this incantation herself. So, she now loves us. Cool, so that is the end of both Igon and the ancient dragon priestess. If you choose not to put her to sleep, or if you never even meet her, her weapon and I think her heart will be here, if I'm not mistaken. That's what happened to me last time. Yeah, the gavel and Priestess heart will be here. The heart basically turns you into her, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then don't forget, if you are, an incantation user, you can purchase one of 2 of Bayle's incantations. They're interesting to read, though. So one of the greatest Dragon Communion incantations harnesses the fearsome power of Bayle the Dread, channels the form of the Dread Dragon to emit a mighty roar accompanied by a heatwave burst, causing violent eruptions of fire in the area. Even after being consumed, the throbbing heart of Bayle continues to resist its subjugation, never weakening. One day, the fire within will consume the very body and soul of its communion devourer. One day. And then this one channels the form of a dread dragon in right arm to smash foes with an exposed talon bone, coursing with flame lightning. Even after being consumed... Oh, same thing. Okay, now, we didn't read Bayle's heart. The biatrial heart of Bayle the Dread, dotted with horn-like gravelstones and glistening with deep red liquor. Gorge upon this at the grand altar of Dragon Communion to absorb Bayle's power, the purest form of communion in the words of its priestess. So, that, believe it or not, that is all we can do without breaking Miquella's Great Rune. So, we can do a ton. Now, we have a couple of choices here. We can go into Shadowkeep, although Shadowkeep is quite short. However, past Shadowkeep is a place called the Specimen Storehouse. That place is not short. That place is kind of long. Alternatively, we can go to the east and go to Bonnie Village. We can go through Morth Ruins, go through Bonnie Village, and come out this side. And then visit the Cathedral of Manus Meteor, and then we can also go into the Cathedral District of Shadowkeep. Believe it or not, the Cathedral District also leads back into Shadowkeep, and then back out of Shadowkeep, back here, here, and here as well. So this is not a small section of the game. This is a huge section of the game. Shadowkeep also leads out here into the ancient ruins of Rao. So we still have a lot of game to go. We're only like halfway through. The other part that I haven't even talked about yet is that Shadowkeep also leads out here to the Shadowkeep watering hole, which then leads downriver and into this area. So we've got some choices. And I haven't even mentioned the Stone Coffin Fisher. So, kind of similar to like Dark Souls 1, where you place the Lord Vessel. You get a bunch of choices as to what you want to do after that, and you can do them in any order. You could do this entire DLC in any order. I just planned this out to try to make this easy to follow and go in some sort of order. But there's quite a lot to do. So, I will decide what I want to do next. I haven't totally decided. I mean, it makes sense to go to Shadowkeep and whatnot, but I want to double-check everybody's quest lines and make sure that we have done all that we can do. Let's go to Sir Ansbach, see if he has anything new to say. I think the last cross we went to, he talked about the eye. But let's see. Nope, nothing from him.
Welcome. I, for you, things.
Nope. Okay, cool. So nothing from them. Yeah, so let's also go to Tialie, see if he has anything new. I don't think he does. Pretty sure every single NPC is kind of done until we break the Great Rune. Nope, nothing. Buy another concoction, I suppose.
Just give me the...
That's it. Yeah, so... And then Lady Letta and Hornscent are over here. But neither of them are going to have anything new to say. Because nothing has actually really happened.
We are all out as what by. Oh, that man. He's been in the
Nope,
city line.
nothing new. Horn scent. Nope. That's it. And I guess the only other NPC would be the woman in Bellerot. But I don't believe she has anything new. I think after we defeat a certain boss, she doesn't get anything new, but she, like, goes away, I think. Oh, God. Just die. Thank you. Yeah, she's still praying. Maybe we just get more stew. Okay. All right. So, I think what we'll do next is we will do Shadow Keep, and then I think we'll do Shadow Keep. Oh my God, dude. There's like no easy routing of this. If we do Shadow Keep, kill the boss there, go through Shadow Keep, and then head to the watering hole, we can then probably do all of this in one video. We can like get to this zone in one video. Because there's a mausoleum and a dungeon at the end of it. So basically, that'd be like an hour and a half, I think. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, next time we'll do Shadow Keep, and then we will exit Shadow Keep via the watering hole. We won't even touch the specimen storehouse. We'll just do Shadow Keep and exit to the watering hole, and we'll do that. Okay, so that's next time. But I hope this has been helpful to you. Bayle the Dread is an incredibly difficult boss. I cannot believe we got him down into attempts. Igon absolutely helped us out there. But if you need help with that, I'll leave the link to the Bayle guide in the description because I go into a lot more detail there. It's just hard to do all that while playing. But I don't know. Maybe they nerfed him. I don't think they did, though. But that's it. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you are interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Give a shout out to my channel members, John Aldridge with 50 months, Silver Bullet 13 with 37 months, Daniel Cockrell with 32 months, Brian Brubaker with 27 months, Bagged That Money with 23 months, Greg with 21 months, X-Lightning84 with 16 months, Harv Fontanilla with 13 months, Jason Knaps with 3 months, and Working Class Nerds with 1 month. Don't forget to join my community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.